if someone is either listening or watching, they're tuning in somehow to this podcast episode, and that same someone feels overwhelmed by all the noise in the longevity space, where should they start?
The Aging Well podcast.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think, where they should start is by turning down the noise. Get off of YouTube and the internet. Stop constantly scrolling for the next biohack and focus on, being more mindful. Focus on, mindful practices, whether it's journaling, yoga, uh, meditation, prayer, whatever works for you as an individual. Get yourself moving. Start focusing in on just what can I change in my diet now without, having to worry about, well, how many nutrients or what's in this or where did this come from? Just making the changes of, okay, I know this is unhealthy, so I'm going to stop eating it. So just turn down the noise, because if your stereo is too loud, putting your hands on over your ears isn't going to fix it. You go over, you turn the dial down a little bit, right? And so the idea is to lower the noise in the longevity space and focus in on what are the most important things. What can we prioritize to improve our life right now in this moment? And focus on yourself, focus on those things. Don't focus on all the noise and the BS that's out there. Probably easier said than done.
Yeah, would you say focus on the problem and not coming up with an easy solution, but more of a long-term solution? So instead of like turning down the radio, maybe just turning off the radio and allowing yourself to think and process, not getting onto YouTube and do the death scroll brain rot, but actually feeding your brain with information that's good and knowledgeable and things that can advance you in life. Is that basically what you're saying?
Yeah, but again, to get there, it's going to be baby steps. So it might be turning it down a little bit, and then in that space that you've created, start, maybe reading a couple good books. I mean, we've had numerous authors on this. If you just took the time to read, one in every 5 authors that we have on this podcast, read some of the materials that they share, you're going to find yourself growing in that longevity space better than if you just are scrolling on YouTube or whatever. But as you create space, I talk all the time in my classes about opportunity cost, that you have a certain amount of space. So if we're talking like aging well as a space, and you have the longevity influence in all of that and all of the noise that we're getting from that, all that noise is taking away from you doing what is most productive and most helpful. So turn down some of that noise, fill that void with productive activities, things that are going to baby step you toward better health, better wealth span. And then just keep doing that. Just keep creating more space. And as we shift how we're using our opportunities from the noise to kind of a quiet, more purposeful, mindful approach to aging well, then, step by step, we're going to get there. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.